Hello, Polly's the best for UK here, and welcome to my video. It's the 21st of December, very close to Christmas now. I hope you've got your beers and stuff handy for Christmas, and your turkey or your vindaloo or whatever you decide to have for Christmas dinner. Anyway, it's 21st. This game was suggested by Andre Russell from the Facebook group RetroTech 100, and this is Outrun. Now, Outrun is one of the very first Spectrum games I ever played. I played it on December the 25th, 1989, and it was one of the very first Spectrum games I ever played. I played the coin-up machine prior to that, but yep, so this is Outrun, so you're presented with this option screen, so we're going to look at the controls. I'm going to have Kempson. The AY music's brilliant. Traffic you can actually choose if you want. It's more like how dense the roads are with the traffic, so I'm gonna have easy for that. We start the game. So after the loading, you will have presented with Outrun. Now, as you can see, this game is basically based on the coin-up machine. You're on the beach level at the moment, and yep, it's nice and green for the grass. There isn't too much colour in it, but the parallax scrolling in the background's nice. And this game was quite often criticised as being slow, but I don't think it affects the playability. In fact, I actually prefer this out of all of the arcade coin-up conversions, apart from maybe the Mega Drive version, which was really good, and the Sega Saturn version, which was arcade perfect. But yeah, this is my favourite. I actually prefer this than the Commodore 64, the Amstrad, the Amiga, all of the other ports. And yeah, it's really good. I think the playability is excellent on this one. Really plays well. Car handles well, really responsive, and really fun to play. There is a bit of a multi-load system on the tape version, but if you're using a DivMMC or similar device, which most people are on Spectrum, then yeah, the multi-load just automatically loads in the next level as it would. But it just does it and you don't notice it. But if you're going to load it from tape, yeah, like I do sometimes, because I've still got a tape version of this. For nostalgic, I sometimes load it that way, and there's a bit of a multi-load. So anyway, without waffling on too much, yeah, so this is Outrun. The graphics are good, nice and detailed. The other cars look great, and your car looks a bit bigger than everyone else's car, but other than that, yeah, it looks really good. You can see I've got the girlfriend in the car, or the wife, or whatever it is, and let's go. You can see just about make out the Ferrari logo, and there's no brake lights on the car, unfortunately, when you brake, but it's still a very good game. The interesting thing about the Spectrum version is the car doesn't roll as you crash like the arcade machine did, but it does do a spin. I'll show you that now, if I can crash into something. Typical, when you want to crash into something, it doesn't happen. I'll try this boulder here. No, I missed it. Try this one. Oh, you fuck. Why is it when you want to crash, you don't crash, but when you don't want to crash, you do crash? It's not so easy to crash. There we go, see, it spins over and you can see the smoke coming out the tyres. So that's basically how it crashes on here. The good old Ferrari. Very iconic game, very well-known game is Outrun by Sega, and to have this back in the day was pretty impressive. I do remember thinking this is a brilliant game, and I still do. It's got a very high nostalgic value to me, and yeah, it's a fantastic game. Good graphics, good sound, good brilliant music if you've got a 128. If you've got a 48 Spectrum only, there is a bit of beeper rendition on the title screen only, which sounds really good as well. But yeah, great game to add to the collection if you haven't got it, and I think I highly regard this as one of the best driving games on the Spectrum, and I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my Gamer Day series. I'll see you in the next one. Good.